communities and distributing warnings, evacuating people, setting up shelters. So for each of these disasters that occur in the history of El Salvador, there's some sort of measured response. And this is the eruption of 2005 Santa Ana. These were the lahars that came later in the day. This is where I did my master's research. I lived in this community of Los Planes for 6 months and worked alongside an NGO, a non-governmental organization, that had received money from USAID to help prepare the populations for the next round of lahars or the next eruption. And when I got there, as a geology student in the Caltech department, my proposal was to map these lahars and calculate their volumes. As I spent more and more time and visit families in this community and listening to their stories about their experiences, these people live with this risk every day, especially during the rainy season or the periods of increased volcanic activity. And I'm here to calculate the volume of the lahar, whether it was 150,000 cubic meters or 160,000 cubic meters. And that work was important, but what really struck me was the way these people were living with risk every single day. And the NGO, who had $250,000 to try to reduce their vulnerability to future disasters. And their answer to that dilemma was to create a hazard map of this side of the volcano and delineate evacuation routes. And this took about, this is a year and a half long project. And in my analysis, which was published in Environmental Hazards, their long-term results were very questionable about whether they had really done, they had changed attitudes or behaviors to these at-risk people. And as I defended this on October 28th of 2009, 2 weeks later, Hurricane Ida affected another town in El Salvador called San Vicente and killed over 200 people from lahars and shallow landslides that were triggered by heavy rainfall from the disaster. And as always happens, I'm sure people everywhere are familiar with this as well, is that disaster resources of aid that's all to help to help the monitoring agencies to increase their networks, to establish communication networks and evacuation routes. And these were all of the NGOs and government organizations that just descended upon San Vicente in the recent months after the disaster. And like I said, it's happened 2 weeks after I attended my master's, and I thought, man, this is the perfect site to go back to and see what similar differences there are between the Santa Ana volcano and San Vicente volcano as a response and how that will change moving forward. These are just a couple of photos of the main communities that were affected. So I applied to Fulbright, I applied to Peace Corps, and actually received both of those grants. And that allowed me to be back-to-back in San Vicente for about 16 months. But basically, these are various sort of distilled objectives. But initially, I wanted to try and engage all of those institutions that I showed you and the people that were affected residents to help gather new data and observations regarding lahar hazards and volcanic hazards in San Vicente. I also wanted to try to support those institutions with public efforts. And then, on a more technical perspective, with my PhD, try to constrain some of the uncertainties about the landslide and shallow or lahar generation on the weather plane of San Vicente using a rider, which was seismic retraction. And my partner agency for all of this work was the University of El Salvador. The multidisciplinary faculty of the Paris Central Region there are no geoscience programs in El Salvador, no geology, no volcanology. And so the agricultural science department, they're on the northern flank of San Vicente, about 5 kilometers away from the volcano. They saw this happen and realized that nobody was capable to address the geological questions and corral and liaise between this board of institutions that came in. And very quickly they realized they were chaotic and redundant efforts to relocate people, to educate people, to create new maps, to create new evacuation routes, to create new civil protection brigades. All of these people came down with the same objectives, but couldn't really work together. And the university thought they could play, and this is really important, I think, for a young child, that they could play sort of an apolitical role in being able to liaise between all these different competing institutions, but with the same objectives that could really bring people together. But they also realized when they got down to it that they couldn't find any geological research on San Vicente volcano except for some geothermal energy exploration. And that was a huge weakness. And so that's why they had solicited a volunteer to work with them to try to address some of these issues. And first and foremost, as a university, they thought that they could develop a 5 to 6 month long certificate program, not only for civil protection employees, Red Cross, their own students, but also for community leaders that were distributed throughout the Northern Plain to spend 2 days a week at the university and learning about risk assessments and what the difference between vulnerability and risk truly is, and disaster and emergency management protocol through Office of Foreign Disaster Systems, USAID training programs. The funding for this came through USAID. And to improve risk communication between the communities and at different elevations on the volcano. So we actually took them to Guatemala, to the volcano, to the top of risk management there, and really experienced from major eruption in 2010. We took them all the way up to San Vicente volcano so that they could actually see where these landslides were generated and how. And then we had more conceptual or theoretical in-class lecture type instruction. And this lasted for 5 months, beginning of August. And about 2 months after we had finished the first part of our training about the emergency management protocol, tropical depression 12E came into El Salvador. It lasted for 12 days. This much rain fell in 12 days, which was more than what they received throughout the entire year. This is a major crisis. Civil protection alerts for 10 of these days ago in Orange, they were evacuations. Obviously, 2 years before, it had a major disaster where the neighbors and family had been killed. So the certificate participants, we had 56 people in the certificate program, this training program, they were all immediately injected into the response of this crisis. And they had to learn the hard way through a real life emergency. In this case, I don't think there could have been a better way for them to truly take on this effort. And a few things that we realized from this 12-day long emergency were that local observers that we had established at Coffee Week was way up on the volcano. They were key to our emergency management protocol. And their communication that we had established with them was vital to being able to evacuate communities in time. We also learned a lot about how people behave when they're not forced to recommend to evacuate, which is not so geological, but it's very intriguing and compelling to me about how people perceive natural hazards. And one of our local observers, high up on the mountain, realized soon after the disaster that there was some sort of getting after the storm to get out and do some reading about what the effects were. There were a series of 7 surface cracks that the coffee makers had noticed while they were out making coffee or taking coffee on the mountain. And this was extremely alarming to everybody involved, knowing that this disaster occurred 2 years previously. And this is what spurred the university's first real research questions. First, they knew they wanted to educate people in the community about risks and hazards, but they weren't sure what they needed to know. They didn't know what they needed to know on a volcano. And these service tracks were immediate concern for everybody involved. And this really increased interest in the community for monitoring the volcano and helped solidify the university as the liaison and coordinator for all of these different disaster risk reduction efforts. So one of our sort of quick and dirty and informal methods for monitoring these tracks are just to create these homemade accelerometers. It's basically just a piece of one-inch rebar and then concrete to without holes both sides of the track benchmarks, place them, and we train the community basically to measure the distance and measure the angle of the horizontal vertical displacement. And so that every time there was a heavy rainstorm, the people that are already walking along that trail of the coffee finger could remain a measuring tape, take a data point, get on their two-way radio, and communicate that to us. Just as a way to be kind of innovative. Depending upon that information. So this is one of our, this happened a week after the storm. And we can even have a strategy to, albeit informally, measure that phenomenon. And this is a perfect example where we tend to think that scientists do science, but citizens can do science as well and help scientists create baseline data for better, both spatial and temporal observations. One of the next things we did is realize, okay, we need that to be able to think about which areas are most at risk if they were to be hard in any of these ranges, or if a shower on the slide that behave as hard. So we had a GIS or volcano disaster resistance program from USGS, and helped us develop a training program together with a geological survey and representatives from the university to teach the members of the university and the community about how to use a program called HARD, which basically takes a DEM and you're able to build an inundation zone. It's given all you do is input the initiation point and the hypothetical LAR volume. And so we modeled several different hypothetical volumes based on the volume targeted for the 2009 disaster and came up with this map. But one of the first things we realized is that when we took this map to the communities and to the bridge people, the community leaders, and asked them, is this useful to you? Does this help you in the time that we have to evacuate people? It said, well, I see that my town is at us, but I don't know what this is. It didn't know what these colors meant. It couldn't tell what the volcano was. This was not a useful tool. And so we tried to take it one step further, and again, it's a sort of quick and dirty method to try to communicate science and make it more accessible to the people in our environment. But we thought, well, these people leave their homes, they look up to the right every day, and there's a volcano. So maybe we could give them a hazard map, a 3D hazard map based on Google Earth. Maybe we could visualize a little better about, okay, this is like we can do a bus, that's a volcano. Here's the drainage, and here's the streets. And this is making a lot more sense. Just being able to picture the volcano in the area that we're seeing outside the front of the house. And so we tried to create this at instead of doing a regional level for the whole volcano, we made samples for each one of these 5 small communities that would help residents visualize where the high risk zones were for the hard emissions. So this research just kept evolving. One of my Peace Corps friends of mine, who also master's student in Michigan Tech, was down there for the storm, helping us with the management of it. And the service tracks decided that what would be really interesting is to find out what are the determining factors that cause the slope to slough off the volcano. Is it the heavy precipitation, or is it accumulated precipitation? Is it the angle of the slope? Is it some subsurface formation characteristic? Is it the type of soil, the cohesion? So we took a well granular to find out how drainable the soil is, how well water infiltrates or permeates the soil. And we test for soil cohesion, soil strength, and we used a model called rock science to input these different factors. And we had the rainfall data from the weather station from the survey. And this was basically the length of the storm that we measured. We took an hour one, normally with less than 1 meter rainfall. At 20 hours, almost 130, 117, and 35, 30 hours, 35 hours, it really ramped up. All the way to 30, to now 37. And in that short amount of time, 300, 5 hours span, 300 millimeters of rainfall fell. And that would be important for one of these future slides. So we looked at other variables, looked at the maybe soil thickness has bearing on whether these slopes can slide off the volcano. Maybe it's the depth of the water table. As like rainfall comes in, infiltrates through the soil, the water table rises, and then reduces that friction and reduces the stress on the slopes and just slough off. Or maybe it's very precipitation. Maybe it's really intense rainfall or it's prolonged rainfall. You know, we use an engineering, we use an engineering principle, I guess you call it, a factor of safety. I'll be really brief when I explain this, but basically anything above 1, we can sort of assume is safe. Safe-ish. This 1 to 1.2 is the factor of safety at the west, where it's a high risk zone to be in terms of soil stability. And so this is our 1 factor of safety of factor of safety of about 1.5, let's say. This is our 20. This is our 30. This is our 35. And what this is showing is that our factor of safety is dropping as more rainfall accumulates. This is our cumulative rainfall. 100, 107, and it goes way up and out between 30 and 35. So right in this area, about 30, between 30 and 35 hours is when we cross into the really intense part of Hurricane Ida. And that's when our factor of safety dropped below 1 and these slopes failed. But why? We could use the rock science model to back that. We knew exactly how much rainfall and when it fell and when the slopes came down. So we could go back and model 20 of each of our variables to find out which variable is really the determining factor about causing the landslides. Everything was some factor, but we thought maybe there could be one determining factor. And one thing we found was that the water table was in fact the most important variable. And to sort of illustrate that, we took different hurricanes and tropical storms and tropical depressions throughout Los Alamos history, and whether they caused landslides or they didn't cause landslides. And we could model them using the constraints that we had gathered in the field. And these are 2 different field sites, Bilateral and Vienna, just on the tracks that we modeled. And both of these sites were to the side of, there were about 7 landslides in 2009, so we were trying to get our data, our field points right next to these conditions that had failed in 2009. And when we create these hypothetical storms using data from, they're not hypothetical storms, they're actual storms, rainfall data, we varied the water table depth from 15 meters to 12.5 meters to 10 meters. So this is our factor of safety on the x-axis. On the y-axis, we have cumulative rainfall. And you can see that there's a water table depth, even if you get 400 millimeters of rain, you don't cross that threshold of 1, which is below 1 is what you would expect there to be a landslide, right? At 12.5 meters, you can get to this 1 at about maybe 250 or 300 millimeters of rain, and your factor of safety is going below 1. At 10 meters, it's very easy to get to your factor of safety below 1. So that's what helped us constrain the depth of the water table is likely a very important factor. But our question was, okay, we've got this beautiful data, we have some idea, what's the next step? How is this relevant? What can we do with this? And what we did was try to create an example of a stability chart. Obviously, in order to do this, you need a way to persistently be able to monitor your water table depth, either in a well, a hand-dug well, or a drilled well, or some other method, which I'll get to. But we use the factor of safety principle, and this is our range from 40 millimeters per hour to 80 millimeters per hour precipitation. If you have a water table depth of 15 meters, you need 400 millimeters of rainfall. If you know the water table is already at 10 meters, you only need maybe 100 millimeters of rainfall or 8 millimeters per hour. I know this is a way that if you're a decision maker and you have an idea of where your water table was, and you've got a rain gauge, even a simple rain gauge, this would be your low likelihood, moderate likelihood, high likelihood, any sign to issue evacuation or a warning that something could very well happen. Obviously, what you need here, the constraining factor is you have no idea where your water table is. This is completely useless, right? So a couple of things spurred from that. And we cited refraction as a tool to basically measure water table depth or try to gauge where saturated layers of subsurface reside. And so we did this in 3 different field sites. Failures. And what we did find was that we found in all 3 of our sites were a little bit different, but we could measure the depth of different layers using the refracted waves and their P wave first arrival time. So each one of these is a geophone. A series of geophones. We did a forward shot and a backward shot to be able to model the depth of a refracted layer. And we saw that this, here we developed the P waves arrive about 370 per second. The refracted layer, a much more dense layer, is about 950. So this is probably lava flow or manufactured lava flow. But we were getting depths of this refracting this layer from slow velocities to higher velocities of about 3 to 5 meters. And that's exactly the depth of the shallow landslide that occurred in 2009. So that was kind of exciting to see that there could be an impermeable layer that was prohibiting water infiltration and causing these shallow landslides. I'll just show you a little bit of data. Once we were able to realize what we get using data, what we really want to know in terms of how the water table migrates or varies through the seasons was to visit these 3 sites in the very end of the dry season. So from about the dry season lasts from about December to April or May. So we want to go when the soils are very dry and haven't rained in 5 months. And then go back after the rainy season, do the exact same transects and see if we could image where that water table was. And it turned out it was a really crappy year to do this. In 2013, there was hardly any rain. So, and the rainy season ended, obviously we had fire tickets and our work based on when we thought the rainy season should end. So we went to the first couple of days of November. Remember that this other big disaster happened on November 9th and 10th. But we went at the beginning of November and had rain for 2 weeks. So we see virtually, we see our 2 layers, our different P wave velocities, very good data, and you can see the one that you can't see it where you are. The red and black traces, there's virtually no change in velocities from end of dry season to rainy season. Same thing, this is a site where there was no refracted layer. We had 60, we were able to image about 60 meters of depth below the surface. and we couldn't manage a single traffic way. It was all mostly consolidated tap around ash, volcanic debris. But again, we see very, very little basically useless in terms of it's excellent repeatability, but we could not manage the water tables like we had hoped to. Since we couldn't do that, we partnered with the USAID Partnership for Enhanced Engagement and Research Project to do well monitoring in at the lower areas of the volcano to be able to monitor small variants in water table depth. And this is us, these are in El Salvador, they're mostly hands-on wells that have a cement structure and bricks on the outside. This was another way that allowed us to engage with community members because this is mostly an agricultural area. And they're real concerned that they were going around trying to find potential sites to put our surface level waters into these wells. Water availability is a major concern as the seasons have changed and the dry season is much longer and the rainy season, they get very intense rainstorms, but it doesn't rain every day like it used to. And they feel that they have their access to water is decreasing. So they were really excited about having the university officials stop in every month to pull the water out, look at the data right there on the screen and see how their water was doing. Just another way to engage with the community. And what we saw with this particular level of water was the March, April, May, June. At the end of the dry season, May is the beginning of the wet season, that it takes a long time, even though it's raining throughout May, June, July, August, September, it takes a long time for that water to come back up and sort of recharge the shallow aquifer that determines where the water table is on the volcano. This is something that we haven't seen before. And this data is from 2013, so we have data set now in 2016 to look at variations and seasonal variability in the water table. And it's important because we do see that the water table depth is at about 13 meters, and throughout the year, it's 13.25 meters up to 12.75 meters. Now we can at least have something string on our stability chart about where the water table might be. It's not exact, but it's a step. And finally, we want to be able to compare our The model that we use for the GIS right here, essentially what you do is you pick an initiation point, we've got 100,000 cubic meters of material that hypothetically is sitting right there. And it's going to, as that bulk of material flows down, and that's going to entrain, it's going to scour the bottom of your channel. It's going to pick up trees, houses, horses, cars, and trying to model how much, or at what point it's entraining, at what point it's depositing. That's also very tricky. There are models that if people want to do this USGS, they're trying to do this and count these different factors. But what this model does, and it actually does a pretty dang good job doing that, is it uses a DEM. And so you can basically start something with the photography, you know that pixel divides many pixels. This pixel is all flowing into this pixel. This pixel is going all this way. And now the photography is slowly going this one. So the model is going to go and model the area that you would need to cover in order to fill in 100,000 cubic meters. I don't know if I'm explaining this clearly. There are physicists ways running around trying to figure these problems out. But it's really painless, and you're really, in the end, you're really constrained by the resolution of your DEM. This is a 10-meter DEM, along satellite data is 30 meters. A lot can happen at 30 meters. One picture at 30, or one pixel, 30 by 30 meters. A lot can happen here where that's smoothed out in your creation of your DEM. These were actually modeled in 2004 by the USGS. Not this one, they had done a largely model for these communities. And the way that the 2009 flows behaved was 95% what they had modeled, which is really incredible. And where it diverted and it's a different canal and ended up killing some people, not because the model was bad, but because nobody knew this could happen. But it was because of a small change in the elevation within the pixel. It's really incredible story.
How interesting were people to see the system in place? How interesting were they at the beginning when you came to the conclusion, to collaborate, how they responded? Were they eager to participate or to happen because you were practice trainers?
That's a really interesting question. When I first got here, there was a lot of resentment in the community because the discussion was so fresh in our minds. Just about everybody I talked to had lost a neighbor, a friend, if not a family member. And especially if you have lots in one movement, not so much in these two communities, everybody lost somebody. So there was a feeling of resentment because the authorities didn't call a red alert on their scale of their alert scale or alarm scale. They didn't call the alert until 9 o'clock the next morning when this fall happened at 1 a.m. at nighttime. So it took that long for the news to get here, and then they declared a red alert after everything's already happened. So that was a real trigger of frustration and protest against the government and how the coordination between civil protection and the geological survey was so poor that there was no communication between the meteorologists and the survey that predicting these weather events and the civil protection wasn't charging each together. Now, after we got there, I mentioned this October 2009 capital depression meeting, and it was like, this is happening again, but now we know that this can happen, and we can do something about it. And that was a very was a powerful experience to be a part of. The people were taking action. They weren't waiting for the news alerts. They knew who to call. And our communication network, we have, a communication tree, constantly on the phone. We're updating our Facebook status. It's running 48 millimeters and sunlight now. And that level of involvement was it was awesome. So people felt empowered and part of the system, not just a passive receiver of data or information from the radio or the phone. They were collecting information themselves from people that we all have chosen as reliable sources of information.
You made a very powerful and very compelling story about this, of the importance of engagement and how the behavior, if I can change, knowledge-based behavior, and you also showed very convinced that the relatively not so sophisticated means, even untrained people can in fact reverse or at least diminish the behavior. I'm very struck by the statistical and historical data that show almost every year or a couple of years the major mistakes that great. I mean, if we give the expression that the sunshine in places is like a dark place, and also compared to ways in Belgium where I come from, like in decades. So I think maybe it's a little bit facetious, but I wonder, is it at all conceivable that in addition to what you are describing, some very radical measures should be taken about perhaps massively educating people, massively changing the settlement. Again, this to me appears very, very haunting and very emotional such disaster, so often in such magnitudes. Perhaps we should not do it.
So this is, to me, this is one of the most compelling things. That's not geological at all. But for me, so that's why, that's the essence of why I took this path, trying to find a way, because I just couldn't believe it when I got into the history of El Salvador. And during my 16 months there, it would be rare that there would be a week where I would be woken up at night from just the separate presence feeling that, man, where I live and where I am, it's not a safe place on the earth. And not just that, but so this feeling that how can there be such repeated disasters and now the real measure of change and the number of people affected or the amount of risk reduced for these people, they're really systematic causes of social vulnerability. Let me show you this one picture. All So, Steve, I was just letting you know, this whole area, first of all, the entire volcano is owned by the ex-president of the country during the Civil War from the late 80s. Most of this area is owned by that ex-president, except for this area that is owned by the family that's at Hacienda, and he's the current mayor of this municipality. There's two people that own the entire village. All of this is sugarcane fields, all of this is coffee. And if you look at the map, I don't think that's what you gotta go over. Well, with us, to done in some way, their position right in the radius. Why? Because they're all covered with hard deposits that are not, that you can't turn into a sugar cane field. So to be elite, oh my God, I don't get all, the elite built these communities. These are all workers that cut sugar cane and make a profit, and their position right in the most dangerous areas. And that is a true social and economic, social and economic inequality, land tenure laws, the resolution of the Civil War. This dates all the way back to colonialism, the historic picture of El Salvador. And there's probably some similarities of colonialism and equity, but who owns land and how much land and where they come in. But yeah, this whole thing is evidence is basically kept up in the same tradition in their history of marginalizing most vulnerable or poorest Salvadorans in the most dangerous area. So it's not a matter of how the heck are you living here? You're living here because there's no other option. And that's what the root cause of vulnerability, which is a theme that I'm very passionate about, or interested in, I should say. That's a much harder for the change than the day by day. Today there's a tropical storm coming, and we need to relocate for 24 hours, and then the things are gone, now we go back home. That's the system that's we're trying to achieve at this point. Let's get them out of the way that we need you guys to let them live their lives that they can. What they can.
I just wanted to say we can acknowledge things were down because they said, well, how do you react when you can't talk about the physicists react? So I was trying to say, how do you react to this? And also say, like, to the general, I mean, it seems to me that we should probably is a responsibility to think about, say, like I said, for natural disaster study, mitigation, protection. The biophysicists and the basic scientific research would be awesome every year. That's some of the things that would be awesome to do out with my colleagues in this kind of research. I think it's really almost a responsibility, and for sure, if something big happens tomorrow, we're going to be that so
How did you know?
yeah, exactly. I mean, for example, I don't know, I haven't read anything about it, but I was feeling that it's not even know any scientists that even know what's going on eggs, recent aggregate, certain recurrence of science. So I think that we should plan in the next few years to start this. We've also been planning something about some of the and thinking about experience and about the science that's not at the coast. So we can think, oh, maybe we can work with that. Beautiful place, there's donors, there's money to build this. We're going to put down right on the shoreline, that's what we want to do. And this coast, right in the border between Metro and Colombia, and the other parts of right there, right up shore, very shallow, extremely dangerous place of emergency, this tsunamis, very short reaction time before the tsunami shoreline. There's a beautiful piece of research that can be done on tsunamis. However, it is tsunami process of the past, recurrence intervals of the recurrence intervals of the earthquakes, and education of the population, which I saw none of that on the terminology, because I saw no emergency evacuation roads or any of that stuff. It's, and now in the 100 years since that major event, which had to alpha people, the 7 times low areas, all of them was on these people, because
Llegaron ahí, conocieron las sacas, los banderistas, ellos querían y para que no hubiera la acusación de favoritismo, el alcalde tenía una hoja y sacó de cada persona y la casa todo el y su enemigo un sistema para evitar un problema que uno mucho más y
sí, esas son las difíciles de entender porque no tú no debes hacer eso. Esos son factores que tú no puedes entender porque es parte del
una parte económica del estudio pero no rellena la tierra social
uno estaba directamente
El ser humano no es tan simple.
El mismo país, el es puro, absolutamente que está diseñando una relación de un protocolo sin preocuparte siquiera, es que nosotros estamos diciendo de que no se llegue a explicar ni te interesa. Para ti son números, no son personas, son números que hay que cumplir con un cosa y ya. Y estudiamos.
There's a course in your applications in the ways, and it's just significant. There is CV, and it's just something. What's one of the basically what's one of the basic people course? So we can do